about the game we're about to play.
You can also yell
Good,
at Jordan
because
more
I
to
need
post,
like a little, like a
'cause he still
small
hasn't done it.
refresher. What's the max number of dice where we
3.
get to roll?
3. So
3,
the basic
okay.
mechanic is, whenever you try and do something, you roll between 1 and 3 dice, depending on how many tags or like traits there are that apply to that. So if you're doing something that would require you to use your strength, that will be 1. If you're using something in the scene, that usually counts as a tag or as a trait. Sorry, I'm thinking of City of Mist terms because that uses a very similar system.
Yeah.
Tags, traits. You roll your dice, and you just take whatever the highest dice is. If it is a 6, it is a success. If it is a 5 or a 4, it's a partial success, meaning that you did it, but there's a cost. Anything below that is a failure. And if you fail and any of the dice that you rolled were a 1, it's a critical failure, meaning things go very poorly.
What if you roll a 6 and a 1?
You succeed?
Yeah.
You rip
Okay,
yourself
cool.
in half.
Yeah.
Always take the highest.
Okay, cool.
Can we do a roll if we're not using a trait?
Yes. If there
Okay.
are no traits, you can roll, but you can't succeed. So what it is you can
I see.
partially succeed, getting as if you had rolled a 4 or a 5. If you get a 6, it just counts as a 5.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Sweet.
Yeah, and critical failures in this game are pretty fun. And we want a lot of them because they're hilarious.
Mhm.
The way that they work, let me double check. Yeah, you give a 1-word prompt, and then I take that prompt, and that's how you fail. And so we describe that, and then you write down the lesson that you learned from the failure, and then you can use that lesson that you've learned as a trait later on. But it'll be consumed when you do, or has a chance of being consumed when you do. So, for example, last time I was a player in this game. I critically failed while fighting a sorcerer, and I said that the lesson I learned is to kill the sorcerer first, and I hate sorcerers. And so
You should've
later
gone
on,
for the head.
yeah, later on, we were fighting someone who used a form of magic. I'm like, cool, it's coming back into play. This guy's using magic. Screw him. Kill him now.
Stunning.
All right. Well, I think we should begin.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, in the Dark Lord's castle, lightning is cracking outside, continual gloom around. We zoom down into the sewers where the chittering and squeaking of small creatures expands throughout this dank, dark, wet underground.
Yo, frankly, I feel like we just haven't really done a lot lately, and I feel like I need to be inspired to do something more. Oh, what do you mean, Thomas? Well, Frankie, I feel like, you know how we just scurry around here for food and stuff? Oh yeah? What if we were to like scurry around for people? Oh. Like, you remember that one time that like guy in the suit fell down into the sewers and we had a snack? Uh-huh. Remember how he tasted? Yeah. What if we did that on purpose?
Whatever you say, boss.
Someone
I love Taste the Flesh.
the sewer grate is dragged open as a kind of misshapen human walks in and climbs down. Hoard.
Here's our chance. We can have a snack.
Oh, oh no! My master sent me to talk with the murderous rats before you eat me. The master wishes to meet with you.
Oh,
I think we should go.
you right. Come on, everyone.
Oh, that was close. We cut to the alchemy laboratory where a beautiful mature woman is stirring in a cauldron.
She's like 50.
Listen, I'm being kind.
Why did you have to specify her age? Is woman not enough? This
I'm
beautiful
looking for
geriatric
adjectives, okay?
alchemist. It's Helen Mirren. But continue.
As she's stirring the pot, her daughter comes in, pale white face, dark hair, just constantly accompanied by birds. Mother, stepmother, I'm sorry.
No, I
called for
love
me?
bird poop in my lab.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're still being trained. Let me sing to him. When you poop, do it outside. I don't think he's got it yet.
Lovely.
Well, I got word from one of my friends, and a little like bird comes down with a little scroll in its mouth. This came in for you. And the scroll just kind of like peh, and just like spits the scroll out on the floor in front of you.
Thank you. Bends over and like
And she just like the birds pick her up and she just flies away.
this is well honestly this is fantastic news. I don't remember the last time I've had such good news. I honestly come over here. You know, we haven't gotten on especially well since, you know, I married your father. He died under mysterious circumstances, leaving me fabulously wealthy and regrettably your guardian. But you know, I feel like it's time to turn over a new leaf. We can be birds of a feather.
That makes me so happy to hear that you
know,
wish to reciprocate my love for you.
Oh, you know, and I thought that you could actually help me with my work. Now, isn't that nice? Isn't that
That would be
fantastic?
wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And go check that cauldron over there, the very big one. Yes.
Ooh, this big cauldron. Ooh, there's like a bunch of white sticks in here.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it great? And it to feel the vapor rising off of the surface.
Oh, it's making me feel a little faint.
Just a
I
little
think
bit.
that just tumbles into the cauldron.
Finally! I've been trying to get rid of her for ages. But since
A little imp runs out. It starts like pumping some bellows to like heat up the cauldron.
I never thought I'd be able to complete my elixir, but you know, now that my application's been accepted, I can do anything.
We got from there to the barracks where there's a bunch of trolls and goblins and orcs all cheering and drinking and fighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you wanna You want to fight with me, huh? Look, the name's Troll, the biggest orc around. Hey, that's kind of offensive to us other actual trolls. Well, I'm called Troll. That's what my parents named me. What do you think about that little squirt, huh?
Yeah, I'd love to fight you. Any rules, anything off limits?
No rules.
Okay.
Rules are for humans and cowards. Are you a human or a coward?
No, I am a goblin.
Not for long, is he? He kind of like turns around and saunters over to the bar, and he picks up this big axe. You can see that there's like decorative skulls all over it. This axe has killed over 100 humans, but I suppose this is the first time it's gonna kill a goblin.
Yep.
Fight! 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 The orc comes charging at you with an axe. What do you do?
I just kind of sideswipe, like casually dodge.
Yeah, you casually step to the side as he swings, and he just kind of gets caught in a table. And he just like lifts it up, and he's got like a table on an axe now. Where'd he go?
Over here. Still ready for that fight.
There you are. Stop hiding. He says he charges again. you sidestep again, and he falls out of a window.
So I believe someone had drinks on them. Yeah.
As you're drinking, the troll bartender brings you what to his size is like a thimble full of whiskey. But to you is an actual that's like a pint glass full of whiskey, which no human should be drinking that much whiskey. As they just kind of like put it down in front of you. Ooh, and this came in from the boss. And he hands you a tiny scroll.
Might as well. What's in it for me?
He said, and he like holds out his hand, and you can see he's got like some like smudged ink on his hand. He said, "You get to with." I don't know what "with" means, but yeah.
Right. I forgot I owed him some money.
Oh, you owe me a lot of money too, and just. I think it's your tab's currently at 300 gold
Johnson,
pieces.
we're friends, right?
Yes, I appreciate you calling me by my full name, Johnson.
Great friends. I'll pay up next time I'm here. Promise.
Okay. As the camera kind of pans out and zooms into the moat where a unfortunate orc has fallen. It goes underground to where the souls of the dead are pulled down to the river Styx. A little goblin. I'll get him this time.
From on the there's a large, murky, disgusting river flowing across this bay in the underworld, and across it comes a gondola, just full wood and metal and just decked out in lots of skulls. And atop it, there's this big hulking figure. I stand almost as wide as I am tall. I have a big billowing cloak draped across my shoulder, and underneath you can see that I'm just a skeleton. Now we undead, we don't have any muscles to speak of, and yet somehow I am totally jacked. And
You there? I like your sense of style.
I bring the gondola up onto the shore. Right, where's my shiny?
Well, am I dead?
Yeah. This is it. You're in the underworld now.
Oh, that goblin killed me.
You got killed by a what?
A fearsome beast like a dragon.
I see.
Um,
Anyway, I'm gonna need a shiny, or else you can't come across this here river.
Well, I got I got a Knockbuster gift card.
A knock, but I'll take it. He welcomes him aboard the boat, and he starts rowing across the river Schmicks, and just very slowly and menacingly.
Yeah, the souls of the dead are wailing in the background as one of them kind of like the souls in the river just kind of like flop on board.
Hey, get.
Message for you.
Oh, he grabs the message,
Now,
and he
can that be a shiny
palms
so
the
I can
ghost
go
back
to the
in.
afterlife?
So wait, what?
Please.
Sorry, what was that?
Can I go to the afterlife now?
No. And then he's going back in the water.
He's sucked back into the river stick.
Pull out the scroll. A mission for me. Most excellent.
And we cut to the throne room of the Dark Lord. There, this all black chamber that is seemingly lit by nothing. There's ambient light that makes it just enough to see, but no torches, no light bulbs. No, it doesn't really seem to be anything. In this all black chamber, there is a man sitting on a black throne, his hood in a dark cloak, and he is facing directly to the left. From the entrance. As the four of you enter, the man gives no word or notice to you.
I row up on like a river, or
The river
some
just
kind
like
of channel.
appears as you're rowing
Some
up
kind
into
of
it.
channel, and I step off it, and I come onto land, and I pick up my gondola, and then I just strap it on from my back, and it just kind of stays there like it's a big old ridiculously big weapon in like a video game or something.
The river just kind of like dries up to nothing.
Yeah, and I walk up, and I silently take a knee in front of the Dark Lord.
I'm just gonna kind of hang to the side with my arms folded because I know this guy, we've dealt before.
Screw this guy. I've had it. Vivica's gonna follow after what's your character called? What's he called?
I am the boatman.
The boatman.
Yeah.
She's gonna follow the boatman's lead, and she's gonna go over and sweep just a gorgeous curtsy. It's funny because she's not actually wearing a skirt. She's wearing, if you've watched Once Upon a Time, she's wearing like the thick leather pants, like way too long jacket with the train sort of thing. She's gonna curtsy with that, right? Like she's having her hot girl summer now that she's murdered her stepdaughter. Like we're talking leather, we're talking lace, we're talking like her hair's like done.
Cute.
Sweep a curtsy.
the rats look like rats, and they except for Frank, he wanted to dress up a little bit, so he has like a little tiny square of a bandana tied around his neck, very gentlemanly.
Yeah. Is it like young rapscallion, or is it like a neckerchief sort of?
Young rapscallion.
Yes. Remy, if you found
and
a
it
bandana.
it can be turned around to be full napkin form for a meal later on,
Right.
possibly. And they all scurry up to the front lines, line up in a beautiful row, and they all bow as deep as they can.
This is great. Vivica's
Master.
living for this.
The dark figure sits there, and without moving his mouth, you hear a voice say, "Reveal me." As the dark figure rolls up its sleeve, and you see on the shoulder there is a face. My
I need a
103
little less for this.
my 103 best servants.
Thanks, boss.
We're here to do your bidding, boss.
Sup, Lord Bicep. Nice to see you again.
I'd kill you where you stood if you didn't make a mean Manhattan. But that brings me to the matter at hand. You see the state I am in. The wretched, parasitic existence I have been sequestered to. Well,
We're a
because of
little
one
sensitive
child.
around the word parasite. I'm sorry. I don't want to intrude, but like parasites and rats, I don't know. This is like a poor reputation thing. If we could refrain from using that word.
I apologize. HR had a thing about this last week, and I completely forgot.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Bows repeatedly.
Now on to why I called you here. I have been reduced to this form because of a child. Years ago, I went about murdering and slaughtering as I wished. But one witch, she cast a spell on her child, a spell of true love. And so when I killed the witch, and I tried to kill the child, this happened to me. And so the man like awkwardly tries to point with his own arm at his bicep. It was surprising to me. No one had ever tried that before and had been murdering for decades. I guess just no one really loved each other.
It's more common than you think.
But now that child has come out of hiding. He hid among the regulars, but now he goes to the magical school.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to get into the way, but there are several magical schools, and I need you to be maybe a little more specific.
Yeah, I was about to ask that one too. Which magical school are we talking about?
I'll tell you which magical school. The only one that matters. MU of I, the Magical University of Iowa.
Oh, that's my alma mater.
I need all of
Oh.
you to infiltrate this school and kill Terry Panner.
You see the boatman like pulls out like a little piece of paper, jots down Terry Banner or what?
Panner! Panner!
He can read the paper.
Banner. Right. It shall be done, my lord.
Question. Is this Terry Panner especially gifted?
Oh, I've heard. I have spies inside the network. He's failing most of his classes, barely
fantastic.
passing. If it weren't for one of his fellow students, he would have failed outright.
All right, this should be very straightforward then.
So I was talking to some of the boys, us 100 rats, and we were wondering if you had any idea of how this Terry would taste. Maybe like spittoon over a fire, whatever that's called.
Rotisserie style.
Ah, yeah, pretty queen knows everything.
Well, I
I
have it under
tried.
good authority that he lived in a cupboard under the stairs, so he probably tastes like foie gras.
Foie gras, huh? You like
Kept in a tiny place. Didn't
yeah.
exercise much.
Consistency might be an issue for some of us, but for me, that's fine.
Yes. Well, you're welcome to consume him as you will.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
And the host for the Dark Lord reaches to the side, and there's like just a thing full of like dog treats essentially, but they're like much smaller, and he just like tosses them into the horde.
Ah,
Not while I'm talking!
master! Oh, sorry.
It's not your fault, Hoard. It's this one. I'm sorry, my lord. You stay silent in my chambers. He's like, that makes a fist. You are dismissed. I'll discipline this one. As you guys make your way out of the room, you see like it making a fist and going, "Oh, I'm sorry, my lord." Ah.
Why are you punching yourself? Why are you punching yourself?
Why are you punching yourself? It's me.
All right, once we're outside the chambers, Vivica's gonna turn to the horde and so what's stopping you from just going to the school and meeting him? I feel like that's pretty straightforward, no? Like,
While you say that, this particular school in Iowa, they're known for having rat issues, so they've put a magical barrier around the exterior of the school that cannot be chewed through, and we would have to be invited in as a pet, or I guess we could form a student in a cloak and maybe sneak in that way, but that's pretty much it.
okay, well, I mean, I have connections there since I used to go to school there. And
Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats. It's just I hate children. You understand? There's they did this after I graduated. They added a whole thing for people not going to the university, like the youths. And if at all possible, I'd like to not look at them. I ate the last child I saw, quite literally.
Right, so maybe we can get Vivica here to pose as a teacher of some kind. Me, well, I'm a bit too big to be a student, aren't I? Maybe this magical school. Do you know if they have need of a very large, sort of overly rotund caretaker?
I mean, I could ask.
Right, that's perfect. Even better if they have need of a boatman, maybe someone who ferries across the students from one side of the moat to the other.
No, we're encouraged to not touch the moat, as you know, there are all sorts of creatures, you know, the old Loch Ness said to have bred in our moat, so it's
I
quite
see.
cramped and dangerous.
It's the Loch Ness of Iowa. Everybody's familiar.
Small
forgot
but
to-
Scotland varies.
Do we
cool that
know
you
what
got
the
to-
main form of transportation to this magical college is?
Walking mostly.
Walking. All right. I was thinking it would be something mystical, like a
No,
I
I
don't
mean it's
know,
the middle of
train,
Iowa.
but,
What do you expect?
I'm perfectly fine
Bicycle
with
if you're
that.
fancy.
I was thinking maybe we could ride a cow.
Well, they smell disgusting, so I only wear cows. I don't ride them. I mean, if you want, we could enchant a Roomba or something. Like it's, I don't know why you want such a special way to come in.
All right. Well, the river Schmix kind of sort of follows me around everywhere I go, except in places of condensed goodness and lack of evil. So I can get us about I can get us there, but can't actually get us into the school grounds.
It's fine. We can just walk into the school grounds.
How
I have a
far away
problem.
is this school?
I have a problem with that. I actually used to. I applied to U of I when I was a youngin. But they do not let goblins in, so I was not allowed to enter. Kind of still bitter about it. Not gonna lie.
Right, well, maybe we can get ourselves some disguises. I've got this cloak, which usually works, but if people come up and inspect me, they're going to see just the big old skeleton that I am. Perhaps we could get some disguises of some sort.
Lindsay, can you describe yourself real quick? Just so I know what I'm working with.
Small green hooked nose with pointy teeth.
How tall are you?
Like 3 feet maybe.
Okay. I mean, we could get you a mask, a paper bag, perhaps. I mean,
Paperback.
You're just so ugly that you want to protect the other students by not
what
letting
I
them
was
see
going
you.
to say. What do you think?
Don't love that, but for the sake of the mission and paying off my debt, I will do it.
We could get a very talented artist and they can draw a pretty face on it. Or perhaps a nice landscape that everyone likes to see more than you.
What
Oh,
do
you
you-
have asked for an artiste. I have been waiting for this calling in this stupid Hoard for so long. I
Hang
can
on.
draw up some good disguises. Maybe make you look like you have some sort of like blue eyes, freckles.
I love this. Quick, someone get a paperback.
Okay, but just so everyone is clear, I like myself just the way I am. It's other people that don't accept me, and that's their problem.
Right,
Is
and
it-
that's why we all work for the Dark Lord.
I mean, everyone accepts me. I'm beautiful. You, what? Do you have a personality? You're gonna risk it on a personality and people getting to know you?
At least I don't have 100,000 years under my belt. Old lady.
Is that an insult? I can't die. What is it? What? I use retinol. What do you want from me? You can't even tell. Get out of here. I offered you a paper bag.
As you say that, a very handsome man walks up and says, "My lady, has this vile beast insulted you? I will defend your honor." Another man walks up, "I will defend her honor." "No, I will defend her honor." And a bunch of
In
just
the
like
castle?
princes and just are all just like beating each other up. "No, I'll defend her honor. No, I'll defend her honor."
I must
That's
say,
how-
whatever you do with your skin, it's working. If I had some myself, I would ask. I would ask your secret. I would ask.
It just requires the blood of innocence.
Blood of innocence. I gotta write that down.
So if you ever require some, we can find you an innocent pretty quickly. I have a knack of marrying men who have innocent daughters.
Oui, it is done. Hooja!
It's beautiful.
I have turned this paper bag into an entire outfit.
It like unfolds even more to show like an exact replica of the student robes and complete with scarf and a full face mask.
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of the face, but these robes are everything I ever dreamed of.
Merci.
With that, I'm gonna need. I want you to roll. Don't get caught. The Hoard.
Okay, yeah. That's a 3.
The 3.
So
Yeah.
good.
It is a paper cutout of a uniform. It is it kind of crinkles as you walk, and the face is literally just like 2 eye holes where your eyes should be, and like a big old like cartoon smiley face.
No. We've canonically said it's
Perfect.
gorgeous. It's
Oh.
like the Mona
No,
Lisa,
we think it's
but with
gorgeous.
eye holes. No, I will not compromise here. My character.
It is sorry. It is
It's
a very
exquisite,
beautiful. It's
but
a
not
very
good
beautiful
costume.
beautiful face. Big old smile on it, maybe a little bit too big. We're gonna say
Hey.
that.
Oi.
But because there's like it's a paper bag over just this big hook nose.
It's like the
like
little
it's
paper
distended
mask
out
where you hold it, but it's like this.
because it's a 2-dimensional image, but now there's a big point in it. And it kind of like lifts up a little, just enough that like the mouth is under the nose, and so it's just kind of your pointy goblin teeth are showing now. Over under this entire thing. Yeah. So
So I'm set.
Vivica,
Yeah.
you get a bidding, as you get a alert from a job search engine, that the abjuration professor at MUOI has died again.
Again.
Yeah. And I wasn't even involved with this one. Well, we've got Mayan.
There's always a new one every year.
Well, if we can't ride a cow into the school, could we maybe hitch a ride on you in your trench coat? I'm sure we could all find a place to fit, right, guys?
Oh yeah, there's some pockets right here. I was like, one like
No!
claws up.
No, this is designer. Boatman. Man skeleton. Boatman. Can't you write in that? Can just
I'm quite literally, I have a lot of space in me, and I'm just like my rib cage is going to be completely empty.
All right, we could ride in the rib cage.
Now I just have 100 rats filling me up.
Sorry if it tickles.
All right. No, I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine.
There's some cracking as one of the chiropractor rats is like giving you a little bit of work
Oh.
down.
And
not one rib's been higher for years.
I feel young again. Yeah.
consider it. Oh, thank you.
Right. Now let us go kill a child.
Yes, I love that.
I do love a good death.
We cut to outside the UOI, which is hidden amongst a large cornfield. As you make your way through the corn, you do come across a small cottage just outside of campus where you're met by the grounds master, Witchred, who is this very large man. Oh, are you the new abjuration professor?
I am, yes.
Well, good to meet you. My name is Witchred. I think, didn't you go here?
I did. I just love this college so much that I wanted to give back and things.
Oh, I'm sure you remember me then, yeah?
You're a hard face to forget.
Yeah, it's mostly face, actually. It's a very hard face to forget. Well, you want to come in for some tea?
I would, yes, and payment.
He invites you in. Well, I really can't pay you. That's really more the school's thing.
not-
I just keep the
not
grounds
you.
and
Not oh, your house? Oh.
yeah, you know, for some tea, catch up on old times.
I should probably stop off at the headmaster's, get everything official and things like that. I'm sure you have a great little hut.
It's a pretty great hut. Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Chow chow, brown cow.
Did anyone
Okay.
notice that guy was kind of like me?
Dude, you should totally take his place.
I do say you do look like him.
And this is crazy, but like I was kind of thinking like I could take his skin and wear it like a suit.
I mean, people would notice the accent difference.
Can you do an accent like he did?
What was his accent like? It was sort of like, "Hey, everybody, I'm a caretaker."
So great.
Spot on.
Right. Is anyone around? Are we just
You look. There is a large dog, who's like tied up to a post. And as the guy comes out, oh, don't mind old Spook here. He's real nice. He only gets real mean when we go to the Forbidden Corn Forest, which is we don't take students to unless they're in detention, in which case they have to go there.
Absolutely. I love corporal punishment.
all right. The boatman is just gonna pick up his gondola.
Oh, you're a big fellow. Hi, nice to meet you. Go ahead and get violence.
Okay. I'm using my strength and I'm using my gondola.
Yes, you are.
So that's 2 dice.
2 dice, 2d6.
Alrighty.
You're looking for a 6?
That is, I got double 6s.
Oh,
Double
it's
6s.
super successful.
This.
Pops right out of his skin. Just whoop-ah.
Oh, hey, look,
Cartoon like. Just
wear it.
As you just splatter this guy, his ghost is just now standing there in front of you as you pull the gondola out.
Right.
I'm Richard. Nice to meet you.
And he's just, and his ghost is sent down to the underworld.
As he joins the river Smix.
You're
the
very
copyright safe river Smix.
Yeah.
Wait, is that copyright?
No.
All right.
He's personally registered the trademark.
Who wants to help me make a disguise out of this guy?
Well, the Hoard was really good at
Vivica's
creating
gonna
mine.
stand back and be like, "That's disgusting." Just
Bro,
like,
listen, I'm a
wow.
skeleton. There are a few things that faze me at this point.
Look, okay, I'm gonna pull up the skin and be like, all right, now the secret to this is you've just gotta think like you are that guy whose name starts with a W. And if you think it, you will do it.
Absolutely. Manifest the energy.
Right. All right. I'm gonna think it.
Should we get out first?
I mean, we'll see how it fits.
I
You can probably go in and out of the
How
eyeballs.
grotesque would it be if you just poured out of his mouth?
Maybe a couple of you could be his eyeballs since he might not have any since he's a skeleton.
Disgusting! Someone's going to notice rat heads coming out of his eye.
Well,
We paint
we can
their
paint
little
ourselves
noses
white.
like eyeballs.
Oh man. All right. Well, I don't have any traits that would really help me out in this situation.
I have inspirational. I could inspire you.
Oh, really? How does that work?
I don't know. It's just my talent.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and do a quick.
You positively affirm your way to success.
Right. So I would roll 1 die for that, since it's 1 trait.
Sorry, I'm looking for how inspirational works. Can you read the ability to me?
No, it's my talent.
Oh, it's your
Oh,
talent.
it's your
Gotcha.
talent. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're using inspirational. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say this is a sneak around roll, and you're using inspirational to just make him disguise himself really good.
Okay, so just 1 dice, right?
Yes.
Cool. 5.
5. Okay. Well, it's better than your disguise. You're able to get you're able to get the face on and like enough of the skin on that if you're wearing your big black cloak, you'll pass. If the cloak comes off, maybe not so much.
Just keep your hood over your face and smile. Move your cheek muscles. Try it. There you go.
It's
So beautiful.
I'm like a new man.
This is very Tim Burton-y.
And this guy's name was Woodtree. Was that it?
Witchrid.
Witchrid.
I have a thing for names. It's Witchrid.
All right. I'm scratching my beard.
Each rat just needs to remember one name, and then you're pretty good.
Shh. It's a secret, mate.
All right. I strap my gondola back to my back, and I'm hobbling over to the school.
Okay. Yeah. So you hobble into the school. All of you. You can see that there's just a bunch of students just kind of like going different classes. It is a apparently 1-story building. As you walk in, you can see the hallways.
It's hiding in the cornfield.
Yeah. But you can see that as you're walking down the halls just kind of like move and bend. As you're there, there's a little puff of smoke as a very old wizard with a beard that just like touches the ground. Excuse me.
Disgusting. Could you cover your mouth?
A wizard needs not cover his mouth.
Not
I magic
true.
away the disease.
Not true. I don't want to spit on me.
He waves his wand, and there's just and all the like the phlegm that has just landed on the boatman just kind of like disappears.
That is very weird.
Well, you must be our new abjuration teacher.
Yes.
Very good, very good. Well, I'm sure you still know your way around, yes?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a formal tour. I mean, really rolling out the welcome mat, aren't you?
Well, we go through abjuration professors a couple times a year, so this is a bit of a nuisance.
Thank you.
No offense.
Absolutely offended.
I assume you a standard contract. Use your money up front. He just hands you a bag of wizard
Shiny?
gold,
Does this
which is
count
just
as
like
shiny?
normal gold, but has like imprints of like arcane
Oh, yeah, no.
symbols, moons, and stars on it.
It isn't just Marlon being like,
There's Morgan Le Fay too. Don't be sexist.
Sorry, I gotta step out for a second. Blow my nose.
well, turn off your microphone.
Turn off your microphone. Oh gosh. Oh,
No. Well, this is the time we can acknowledge the chat. Hello, chat. Hello, Chantel.
Hey.
and fall into utter silence, staring blankly at the screen. Wow.
Wowie.
Did we post an Insta that we were streaming?
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, I fear for your skin suit because inside of you is a horde of carnivorous rats.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Oh,
just skin,
We're
though.
being really
like,
strong right now.
but like it's just, are they really gonna munch down on every bit of leather that they come across? Like, how ravenous are these rats?
Ma'am, there is 100 of us.
No, I understand, but like it's just skin. This is like saying like, ooh, that rice paper is you got a lot of vegetarians inside you.
Okay,
It's
but
like-
how recently?
I mean,
have
how
you
hungry
eaten,
are those
though?
vegetarians, though? Just saying.
They're like, I mean, I get it, the rats, but like they're very intelligent rats. As
Sure, but like people also enjoy just the skins off fried chicken. So I imagine every now and again there's gonna be a little bite.
Garcon, only bring me chicken skin.
Well, it's not like well, I guess maybe
As,
it might be somebody's favorite part of fried chicken, but
The
like
skin? It's mine.
okay.
Oh no,
so-
it's absolutely like one of the. Like,
I'm not
that first
saying-
bite is fantastic, but like this man hasn't been deep fried. Delicious, delicious.
rat taste buds are different.
The
Haven't you seen Ratatouille?
I love ratatouille.
the headmaster.
Rat-tat-tat-tat.
Let us take you on the grand tour. As he then proceeds to take you through the school so you can get a lay of the lands. It's incredibly difficult to navigate as the everything just kind of like moves constantly. And this is our cafeteria. Today we are serving uncooked chicken skins, as well as
You just hear like 100 little from inside of the boatman.
Oh, Wichtred, I didn't know you were so hungry.
I just sort of yeah, I was yeah I
Well,
was
here you are,
very-
here, man. Eat something, and he hands you a bunch of like beef jerky.
Oh,
uh,
thank you.
It's
And-
he reaches to a pocket, pulls out a bunch of loose beef jerky, and hands it to you.
all right, you know me so well. This is my favorite. And then he opens his jaw and then just pours it in, and like it.
The rats
just
will eat it.
feeds the rats inside him.
Ah,
I
my
love
oldest friend.
that.
Never change.
This is a great character combination, by the way.
I love that too.
So is Bucky just trailing after us, like these three staff members and this kid?
Oh, you brought a student with you. I'm sorry.
I didn't
Well,
know
I guess this is par for the course. I kind of ignore my students until it's the last day of school. The excuse me, what is your name?
This is helpful.
I'm Bucky.
And are you Vivica's relation?
Son. I'm Vivica's son.
He's adopted. Could probably tell.
I could tell.
Yeah.
That's
So
charity
if you
thing.
insult me in any way, or question my species, then you're kind of insulting my mom. So
Right. He like reaches out a hand to shake yours.
and Bucky is sure to keep his
Papers.
robes
Crinkle,
paper
crinkle, crinkle.
over the hands so you don't see that it's green.
There's a
he's sweater pawing it this entire time.
he's a shy young
all
lad,
like
and I
long
don't blame him with a
fingernails.
face like that. Oof.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Well, if it is all the same to you, I will then now go look after my 3 favorite students. goodbye. And he just like explodes into butterflies, and they just go scatter.
Well, this could make my job a lot easier.
From inside the boatman, you hear,
Hey, psst, is there any more jerky? Perchance.
I
There was
look
only
around,
enough for
is
like
there- is
30
there
of
any more
us.
food?
You're currently in the cafeteria.
There's a ton of food, so yeah, Bowman's gonna just start feeding the rats.
He's just gonna he goes up to the cheese and broccoli scoop, just chunk.
Or just,
Yeah. You're because you're a skeleton. You don't eat. You
Yeah.
don't really know. It's a weird situation because you're not really sure how. So you're just kind of like sticking these in your mouth and just swallowing them whole, or
Yeah.
and because you're a skeleton, you kind of like dislocate your jaw a little bit, just kind of
like a
just, like,
snake.
yeah.
a little bit like a snake. You're just like eating things. The students are looking at you oddly. um,
I'm having another growth spurt.
I bet one of the kids from Evil House.
Uh-huh. What are their
Spectre-
colors? This is very important.
It
Cannot
is-
say green and silver.
No, it's not. It's not green and silver.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's turquoise.
Yes. It's
and they're-
black and red.
No, it's turquoise, and their house animal is a dolphin.
They would screw dolphins.
As what it says, yeah, growing horizontal, sideways, horizontally. Am I right?
The rats try to help like expand him, like we push off to make
It's making him like a little bit fatter.
yeah.
As one of the kids is like, whoa.
You want to say that
You're
again, boy?
I mean, I feel like I've been proven right at this point, but no.
Should we bother intervening?
I say,
That was to Bucky, by
Can I
the
look
way.
around? What's the?
Was it me?
Yeah. Bucky's just stone cold, like, nah. Sink or swim, babe.
What's the house name from this guy?
Evil House. It is
Evil
Evil
House.
House.
Oh, 600 points away from Evil House.
YL.
There is a like 4 hourglasses that are set up, each with a house color, as like 600 grains of sand fall up from Evil House's hourglass.
And he just storms off.
Serves a little twerp right for body shaming our buddy.
Do you think maybe we should have asked him if he knew where this kid is?
Yeah, if we can just give and take away points at our leisure, maybe we can bribe some students with that.
Did you even know you could do that when you said it?
No, I just sort of tried it and it felt right.
I just wanted to make sure what I was dealing with. Okay. When do I have class?
You have maybe an hour or two before class begins.
Okay. I'm gonna go chit chat with the other faculty, get the lay of the land, and also find out where this Terry Panner is.
Yeah, Terry Panner.
Hey,
Terry Panner.
maybe I could try and get into Terry Panner's dorm and like become his secret friend or something. And then,
Sure.
lead him to some place and then we could kill him.
Yeah, and
Honestly,
just turn the Hoard loose.
And then we can eat him, right?
I mean, yeah, the corn forest is a devil of a place.
What if we make it look like an accident? This Terry person, he might have a class with you. So we know he's gonna be there at some point.
I'd just give him detention
likely.
and cornforest.
Oh, right. If students who get detention, that man said they get to, might be able to send them into the forbidden court forest. Yeah.
And then they can accidentally run into us and we can accidentally eat them.
Exactly.
Is there anyone around us listening, by the way? Like, I just want to cover this space.
You look around and you don't see any students or faculty, but as you look up, you do see that there is a little imp. Naughty, naughty!
At this point, some of the rats have chewed a little hole in the
No.
bottom of the skin of his foot.
Of the
to
foot, yeah.
exit.
Horrid. This is horrid. This is
So-
horrid.
And there was already a hole in the shoe, so you're
Deeply-
fine there.
Yeah. So we sneak out and we chase down the imp and try to gobble it.
That's
Okay.
horrifying.
Yeah, it's like hovering up in the air, so like the rats kind of like sneak
How
out.
high up is this?
They ladder up too.
They
in
quickly
the
just
middle of the
like
cafeteria?
We are
All
sneaky. That is our skill.
That's true. You're sneaky, but,
But
like,
you're not
uh,
being sneaky.
I need you to make 2 rolls for me. First off, let's go ahead and get violent and see if you successfully kill.
Oh
this thing.
wait, okay. Instead of laddering up, I have my pet fleas. We can just have
Oh,
them jump
yes.
off and weigh down the imp until it lowers.
So the
More
the,
subtle
the,
for sure.
the rats all arrange themselves, each one grabbing fleas off of its body. They all prepare to just huck them at this imp.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do that. And food is the motivation, kind of.
Yeah, you want to eat this thing? Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Yeah. It's a 6.
That's a 6. The imp goes, well, I'm gonna go tell the headmaster. And it's like as the fleas just like all latch on, and the imp has very small wings and it's trying to fly and it's just like not going anywhere. It's slowly getting closer to the ground.
That's
I was just kidding about that. No need to. And he like descends into the horde of rats. Imp's gone.
Cool.
Now I need you to sneak around and see if anyone noticed that.
I
Okay,
hope
yeah.
no one misses
Did
that
any-
guy.
Yeah, did
Is that 1 die or 2? Because I'm using the sneaky thing.
Let's double check how sneaky works.
Sneaky.
Snurker. Am I missing it? Can you read it off to me?
It's not a character.
Oh, sorry, it's just a talent you have. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm
it's
keep
my
on thinking they're
talent.
perks. They're not. Yeah, go ahead and roll 1d6.
Okay. It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay. You no one, not the majority of people don't seem to know this, but I will say, Vivica, you do see one of the kids at Brave House, whose
Mhm.
colors are black and white, and their
Mhm.
animal is a Dalmatian.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of like frazzle-haired girl, as she says, I think the house imp just got eaten. And a guy next to her is like, ah, good, that thing was really annoying. But don't we care that it was murdered right in front of us? I didn't see anything.
Vivica's gonna go over and be like, hi, I'm the new member of faculty. I understand this was probably quite alarming to you, but don't worry, we're working on a little demonstration for one of my classes.
For one of your classes?
Yes.
I'm Himini Grind.
Say it one more time. You broke up for
Himini?
me. Himini.
Himini Grind?
She's gonna hold her hand out like this, like
She like grabs it. Doesn't go in for a kiss. She just like seems very confused and is like shaking, but she's
The
trying to make a good
waggle.
impression. Yeah, she's doing the waggle and she's trying to make a good impression.
yes. And who's your friends? Who are your friends here?
Oh well, this is John Haxley.
John. Hello.
Yeah, well, Terry was supposed to meet us here, but he's just he's I think he's just skipping out on us. Oh, Terry wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. That's another one of my friends.
Harry, you say?
Oh, sorry.
I'm-
I don't think we've met. I'm Himony. I'm John. John Haxley.
Cool. I'm Bucky. I'm definitely the teacher's son, so you can't mess with me.
Oh man.
Dang it! I was totally gonna give him a swirly.
So have you been assigned a house yet?
Somewhere in the dark, in like a dark corner of the room, there's just this horrid sight of like 1,000 rats. Sorry, 100 rats coming back into
Yeah, because you were like the skin was kind of like
just-
hanging off of you, and
If
it's kind of like
that's-
filling back up.
if
starts
that's gonna be
swelling
a
back
thing-
up.
This is the oh no pinata of a
Yeah,
lifetime.
this is the
We have
worst
made
thing.
a horror show.
We've done the worst. If since you've done that, like
That's oh no pinata.
James determining.
This is an oh no pinata. You break it open and you
Oh.
go, oh
James
Gotcha.
determining I can use my perk distraction. Since this whole production has just been made canon.
Yeah, go ahead and use your perk.
Okay. Is that 1d6 or 2?
So you could if you're using traits or anything like that, you can add dice to it, or anything in the scene, you can add dice to it.
Does taking the initiative to speak to these children count?
I'll say yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
I'll say taking the initiative to speak to these children definitely counts. If you want to like throw in some like demonstrations of maybe your magic, your alchemy, that I would say that would also count as like
Yeah,
y-
sure. She'll
Oh,
show
look,
off her like.
Look at what I can teach you.
She does use that voice.
no! Not suspicious at all.
That's my voice where I'm
What
trying to
Mario?
like sound impressive.
Oh, I'm so tempted to make that a legitimate character thing, but it's not. Oh, see, if I knew how to use my little dice roller. Okay, one, two. Okay, so I got a 4 and 2 6s.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah. No one notices.
Oh yeah, she's like, wow,
and-
this
and-
beautiful woman, and she's like, oh,
yeah.
and she's showing off like her alchemy belt, and be like, this is the things I can show you. Wow.
Yeah, there's just
Uh,
yeah, all these like little whiz bangs and stuff like that. As you're just kind of showing off all these cool things that you can do. It seems like Himony has just kind of like disassociated like a little bit, and like she's just like she's such a teacher's pet, and you're being so cool that she is like the house imp has gone from her mind.
I love this girl now. Like, she is my favorite. She's like, an audience. Like,
Oh yeah, she is not quite worshiping the ground that you walk on, but you feel like you could push her there.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, if only you were the daughter I never had.
Gosh, Mom, you're such a show off.
There's as you kind of like there's a little black hair in your mouth, and you're like, oh, gross.
Yeah. Bad aftertaste.
my
Bucky, have you been sorted into a house yet?
Don't I get to pick one?
No, it's
No.
we don't get to choose which house we're part of.
No, didn't you
know
read
that
any
everyone-
of the paperwork?
What kind of fascist place is this?
a place I work at. Watch your mouth. You chose to
It's a
come here.
personality test. Please be a personality test.
I apologize,
Quick,
mistress.
let's hear,
But Bucky doesn't seem to know
Myers-Briggs.
what he's doing, and she's now like trying to make your kid appear better to you. Like she's apologizing on behalf of your kid.
and yeah, she's gonna reach out and put a hand on him and his shoulder, like, you're right, thank you. And like, I'll forestall judgment.
So
As I will say, Himini is a hero. Doesn't mean you have to kill her, but she does have some abilities. Specifically, she does have one of the abilities she has is observant, which is while she is watching you, you can't use the cunning ploy or don't get caught abilities. However,
Okay,
distraction is not one of those. She's very easily distracted
Absolutely.
by the one person with that ability.
Amazing.
The headmaster kind of appears as just like this pillar of ice that rapidly melts, and he's just standing in the middle, and you see he's got like
I love the idea that Himini is like Doug from Up, where she's like, wow, magic! Like, a pillar!
yes, no, she is, every display of magic is amazing to her.
I can use this.
And she kind of like claps a little bit for the headmaster.
What's John's take on this whole thing?
yeah.
He is completely bored with magic. Like
I
even during,
am a beautiful, talented woman.
I mean, you can tell he probably appreciates how beautiful you are, but like,
Nice.
yeah, nice, you know.
Do a flip.
But you gather he's like, oh cool, like, you know, you're creating lightning out of your palms. Oh, you're teleporting around as a pillar of ice. Oh, you turn into butterflies. I mean, like, we've all seen this, right? Like,
We all can do it.
yeah, we can all do this, right? You know, I mean, like, maybe not me specifically, but you know, I've seen my dad do it a couple times. It was a cool trick for a while, but yeah, he is utterly unimpressed with magic. As the headmaster says, oh, by the way, Vivica, your child will need this, and he hands you the sorting mug.
Great. And she gives it to Bucky. I really needed to hold this.
And he like away again. This time just turning into a swan that flies through the ceiling. Not like ethereal. It just breaks through the ceiling. Like, yeah. Like, so some you have a mug, and you see it's got like some kind of liquid in it, and you got a just like now like asbestos in it.
Okay.
From the ceiling.
Got it.
I will say, having gone here, you do know that when someone drinks from the mug, it will yell out what house they belong to.
Go on, sip. What house was I in?
You tell me what house you think you were in. There's evil, smart, brave, and other.
I think she was in Smart House.
Smart house?
I think
Okay.
so too.
Yeah, like she just became like, she just kind of grew into a nasty, terrible, vain person.
Yeah.
But like when she was younger, she was like, well, like, you know, better not. And then she just became super selfish. And she's like, I could murder my husbands and get ahead. Like she's got a long history. Like this probably won't come up, but like she is a very, very accomplished identity thief. Like she has all sorts of pyramid schemes, and like the beauty products that she sells, total scam, right? And she's,
which is hilarious because it would only cost you about like $1 more. Like your profit margins will go down, but you could actually make ones that work. But why would you?
Yeah, I'm using those.
More for me.
Why? Want people to be as beautiful as me? That's nonsense.
I'm going to live a long
you look
time.
back at your
I need all of them.
Absolutely.
So like, why do I have to drink from this thing? Can I just like say that I got a certain house?
No, drink from it. It's tradition.
You realize that I'm not a child.
Bucky, I know I raised you with a sense of independence, but all
Yeah,
the
you were
children
currently
here at
standing
this
with a
school-
you know, like a bunch of other people are immediately around you.
Oh.
This isn't like a
Plenty-
private conversation.
Every child who comes to this school has to drink. I had to drink it back in my day. I was sort of in a smart house.
You're not a child. You're a tween now.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so Bucky is just intensely worried that since he was rejected from the school for being a goblin, it's gonna say like you're a goblin and like, yeah. So
If you have an idea of like how you can manipulate this, I like go for it. You're evil. You don't have to play fair.
You can cheat.
If you would like, the Hoard can make some sort of diversion inside of this huge man skin that we have going on. We could let out a terrible
Hello,
fart or a
Captain.
belch or
Can we not do body within body humor?
no, that we're here now, Danielle. It's too late for that.
It's body
have to
humor
be
inside of body
gaseous?
horror.
Yeah, it's the worst sort of Marushka doll.
Matryoshka.
all right. I am doing this and everyone's gonna hear unless something happens.
Wait, like is that a thing though? Like, did she just manifest this now?
I don't know what it's gonna do.
Yeah, I guess I think it's
Having gone here to the school, I would know a fair bit about it. And like I'm
Yeah.
smart
Yeah.
house.
So if you have questions, like
Would it actually out her for being a goblin? Like, would the founders of the school have been like F goblins?
okay, I will say you don't know that specifically.
Mhm.
Let's see. I do believe that there is a role that could go with this. Let me double check.
I mean, like, I can just
No, not
distraction
really.
again?
Yeah, so I'll say, yeah, you don't know whether or not it will specifically out him as a goblin, but you do know that if you want to get Bucky into Brave House, it's probably going to put Bucky into Evil House.
I was gonna pick other.
Or other. But Brave House is what it's officially called. People know it as Good House.
Right.
It's
D-bag
but-
house.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
they call themselves Good House.
do you actually want to go there? Okay,
Which
what
you
would
do know is
I-
where Terry Panner is.
Mhm.
But yeah, you could try and go for. But you do know that if you get pegged for Evil House, maybe some suspicion is going to be on you. But you don't know whether it's going to be other or what.
Would I be able to drop something from my alchemy kit into the thing to change the results? Like change the potion compound?
Absolutely. Yeah. So as you're holding it and you're about to hand it over to Bucky, you slip a little something in.
Little something.
I want you to go ahead and hit a cunning ploy.
A cunning ploy.
Yes. So I mean, this works like all other rolls. You just pick the traits which are appropriate.
Wouldn't
Can't-
Himini see that?
Yeah.
Oh, Himini would see this. You need to find a way
We
to get
can
rid of
let out
Himini
a
before you do
distraction
that.
noise.
Let's see.
Yeah, because Himini would definitely know because she is standing right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd rather the rats do a sneaky. While I'm doing this.
So you
Or
kind of
she-
look back at Wichrid or Richard's corpse,
His skin suit.
his skin suit.
Richard, we're remind me, you went here, right?
That's
Scoot
right.
over and just give
That's
a
right.
shoulder
I
rub.
did. What's up?
Are we farting? Is that what's happening?
No, don't do that yet.
Okay, just give us the thumbs up or something.
Well, I did. What kind of question might you be asking?
What house were you sorted into?
Oh yeah, I was sorted into the Brave House. Yeah.
Vivica asks this question and realizes, oh no, I've made a mistake. Because this, like, Boatman just now has to lie through his teeth knowing nothing about Witchred.
About Boatman. Yeah.
Oh, it's like, well, I messed up here, friends.
As you're having this conversation, Himiny does walk up and just hands you a sheaf of papers, and then like goes back to her seat next to Bucky, and you take a look. It's an essay about abjuration magic.
Did you do this just now, or
Was
was this for the previous professor? Or?
I just thought, like you should know that I understand abjuration, and that I just sorry, it was kind of stupid of me. I'll take that back.
No, I want to see what you're. I'm sorry, I'm just surprised. I mean, I thought I was the only one that did extra essays. I'll let you know what I think. Jamie,
What is the plan right now? Because you were gonna poison the thing, but you were obviously taking all of the attention. Were you gonna try to like slip it to us and us try to sneak it in
no, I
without
was
you?
trying
or-
to pass the attention over to you guys.
We just need to somehow
I
figure out how to
hate the
get
fart
him
plan, but
out of
I don't
this
have
situation.
any better options.
We can only control the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, you could send some rats outside.
True, there are 100.
Can
of
we
Yeah.
retcon it so that I give his shoulder like a plomp plomp, which the rats can take as a cue?
I mean, you can do that. You can do that right now. You don't have to
Okay.
retcon anything.
A cue to do what though? Are we tooting?
Yes.
Yes.
because we have
Yes.
not communicated a plan. I
But the rats have
your
the
first
rats have
instinct is to go with what you had in mind.
I love the idea that the boatman and the horde take this as two separate commands, and they both into like start their plans at the same time.
Okay, what's the boatman's plan?
The boatman's plan is to grab his gondola and
I don't want that.
swing at a pillar. And no, he's gonna swing at a pillar and be like, oops. Like he
Just quirky protag things.
I didn't mean I meant to fix the hole in the roof, but I made a bigger one.
And while
same
these things are happening, I'm guessing Jamie's gonna fart.
Yeah, they let it rip. They get the biggest, fattest
The
rat
skin
and
suit
like a
swells up
police.
even more, and this green gas starts to leak out of his mouth and like tear ducts and ears.
Well, that's
And
it.
good thing
at
you
that
have a
time, I'm
notebook.
gonna
Darkest time.
drink the thing.
I'm still gonna slip the thing. Like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, and I'll turn my attention away and I'll slip the thing as I said I would.
Yeah, so him is looking at the hole in the ceiling and is now looking at you and says, "Oh, Witchred, are you okay?" And she's like trying to look into your eyes and like see if you're still alive. Like you just exploded in gas and then like hit the load bearing pillar as you
a
go.
load-bearing pillar.
Yes.
Oh my
Here's a
god.
question. Here's a question. Is any of, and I hate that I'm asking this, but is the gas harmful to Himini?
The
Not-
smell can just be ungodly.
It
like
smells
Yeah.
terrible, but it's not
This
gonna
isn't
kill her.
like the mustard gas
It's
rat.
not mustard gas equivalent. Okay, that's
No,
fair.
no, this is,
Yeah, it's
this is just a
actually-
real bad rip. This is 100 rats farting at the same time.
you did just
in
eat
very
like a
literal sense.
whole buffet of food. And you know
Yeah,
the big
it's
fat rat that
nasty.
farted ate most of it.
Yeah.
That's why they're so
But he's actually
I
kind
thought
of
we talked about
disappointed.
body shaming.
Bucky's actually kind of disappointed that you slipped the thing in because he kind of wanted to know which house he was.
I do need you to go ahead and roll
Yeah.
me a cunning ploy though. Himini is sufficiently
I-
distracted to
Do I
not
get
notice.
a second dice because I'm using my amazing alchemist skill?
Yeah, you're using your alchemist skills and your alchemist kit,
Okay.
I would assume, right?
Yeah. We rolling. Or we would if my thing wasn't garbage. Okay, so I got a 4 and a 2.
Yeah, you go ahead and slip some stuff in there. There's you're not sure of the exact makeup of the potion. So you're kind of having a guess at what would make it what would affect it. As Bucky just immediately downs it. You're not sure that you got this right. Yeah, but Bucky has been like itching to do this, and like you had to like grab his hand a couple of times, like no.
Hold on. And he's like, someone hold me back. I'm gonna do it.
You are. Let's see. What the house do you fall into? I need my D4. You are sorted into other house.
Yes.
Whose colors are green and black,
right.
and have the symbol of a frog.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, the mug bells out, other house.
And Bucky's like,
you-
yeah.
Yeah, other house goes wild, and like there's some cheering, and there's also like some people trying to like make like frog sounds to varying degrees of success. Some of them are very good at it, and it's kind of disturbing how good they are at it.
Community.
When kids just all
I've
like
never felt a
ribbon-
sense of community before.
Oh, well, congratulations, son. And she reaches out and gives him like a tap tap.
Yeah, you look wistfully over at Smart House, who whose colors are orange and red with an octopus as their house animal.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, Aptia.
Fitting.
Boatman rises up.
At this
Yeah, that
point,
was. I think I failed to fix the pillar. I'm gonna go to the supply closet. And he just walks away.
Yeah, as he walks away, Kretch, the other groundskeeper, walks in. He's this like twisted old man, who's followed around by a ferret. And he,
yeah.
ah! Put a hole in the ceiling.
I say, it was that boy, Terry Panner.
Terry Banner. He's always causing trouble. He was out past curfew.
It was that past curfew. That is most. That is terrible.
One more strike against him, and we're giving him detention. You know
Detention,
where?
eh?
Yes, detention.
Describe to me what exactly detention involves.
Well, we take the worst kids and we put them in the most dangerous situations there is out in the haunted cornfield.
Very interesting. Right. Good day, sir. And he goes grabs a I don't know, like a hammer and some stone. I don't know how you fix a stone roof, like a hole in a stone roof.
Blaster.
He's gonna start it. He's gonna try and fix
You
it.
start trying to repair this thing. I'm just gonna say you don't know anything about stone repair. You're not amazing.
Can I roll? I'm gonna. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna just roll just the single dice, no traits.
Yeah, go ahead.
involved. Yeah. That's a 4.
You like take some wooden planks and you take your hammer, you put a nail, you slam into the stone. You're very strong. You just break off a bigger hole.
Wait, we said this was causing asbestos.
It's causing
What?
asbestos to fall.
What are
Yeah.
these stones made out of?
They got like asbestos and then stone.
Freaking was it the salamander fur? It's like pure asbestos.
We thought as you say, why is there so much asbestos? You hear like a pre-recorded message. Well, at the time that the school was founded, back in the 12th century AD, back before Europeans had arrived on the continent, it was thought that asbestos was healthy for the soul. like it just goes on like and it's like we thought asbestos was good. Turns out it wasn't, and just keeps on going on and on.
During this, Boatman just puts his hands on his hips and says, "Well, I've succeeded in creating a new window. You're all welcome."
Other house cheers. Yeah!
Yeah.
Friends, can we do a quick pause? I am slowly being eaten by the darkness since I use daylight as my second. 1 second.
But this is our other opportunity to
slowly-
acknowledge the chat. Hey Chantel,
Oh.
cool emoji. She said a cat with sunglasses.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't know that was possible.
Also, meanwhile, while we were doing this whole thing, my husband sets the house on fire with the smoke detectors and the oven burning cheese. Chantel sent a robot.
For those of you who joined us late, we're playing For the Dungeon.
Yeah.
And also we are a bit of funny.
Yeah.
What do we have, Jamie?
What do we have? We have a
We have a
podcast
podcast. Yeah.
that you can listen to where we do improvised comedy. It is safe for work and family friendly because I just got tired of listening to podcasts at work that were not I don't know, they're just were awkward to
Not
listen
safe.
There's
For
usually
work.
not as many fart clouds in that one.
to.
Usually.
For time to
I'm
do it.
devastated to report this is my first fart cloud, and I didn't like it.
So we cut from the
Disaster.
the dining hall where some suspicion has maybe been brought upon you guys.
Guys, guys, singular. Like, what's up with Witchred? Am I right?
Yeah, Witchred is
Vivica's gonna chuck him under that bus, back up a few times. Like,
I stay in the Underworld like all the time. Being among the land of the living, that's like, I don't know what's what.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
We're starting to lose track of who's who anymore.
Are you just becoming one? The Hoard and the Boatman are just like symbioting the one.
I thought you meant like that. That made me picture like, hey, wait a minute, this rat isn't a rat, it's a mouse.
Jerry.
Wait, I like to imagine that there actually just is one that is a mouse, and it just sort of fell in
Lives in
and was
fear. It's like,
I can't blow my cover.
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that because
yes.
the one that was correcting was being all PC about the parasite. That one I wrote down PC mouse.
Yeah.
So
Toxoplasmosis is a problem among rat and mouse populations. It's a problem.
it's true. He's the representative. He's just a bit of a know-it-all, and you know. He actually has the map of the building memorized.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. He and Himiny would get along great, I think.
She's beautiful.
This mouse's side quest is to romance Himiny. Finally, someone who understands.
Someone who understands me. The so you start trying to make your way over to your classroom.
Mhm.
I want you to go ahead and just roll me a look around. I believe,
That's
or
a
anyone
two.
can roll it. Okay.
Okay,
two.
someone else
Okay.
roll it.
No, yeah, and we're gonna keep it. So
No.
you got the map, and it's way too complicated because it's a static map that has
Yeah,
just a bunch of
gross.
arrows being like, this is how they move. Don't you understand? They're concentric circles. But they're all straight lines, and there's not a single curved thing on this, so they can't be concentric circles because everything's a straight line. You walk into a
concentric
room.
boxes.
Yeah, concentric boxes. As you walk it, you barge into a room. You can see that it has this big glass ceiling with a large like telescope. As there is a professor teaching a class, and he's got these big like Coke bottle glasses.
Nice.
And he says, and this is divination 101. And he just full on eye contact, like points
Soldier boy, tell him.
at points at the two of you and says, you will commit a murder here on school grounds. I have foreseen it.
I'm sorry. Who was this person here when I was in school?
Yeah, this is the divination professor.
Did he do this when I was in school?
He also did this while you were at school. He doesn't do it with everyone. He doesn't do it with anyone, just anyone. But he has done it with you on multiple occasions.
Bowman to himself is like, well, that's a confirmation. That's good.
Okay, what is this?
Quickly, children, we must stop her.
What is this
stop
professor's
them.
name? Since I know.
He's Professor Beasley. And he's like waving his wand around, like preparing like some like complicated spell.
Vivica's gonna go over and just put the wand and just Professor Beasley, it's me. Vivica
Yes,
J.
I know you.
Fox.
I've seen you many times in my visions.
You've seen me many times in this class. I thought we would have grown out of this by now.
But now you have the other. He points at the boatman. The others. And
I'm just
that
Woodred.
strange creature.
What?
Yes, it's all
Strange
coming
creature.
true.
I am Woodred. I am the
Woodred.
caretaker. I've been here for years.
It's
You're
Witchred.
not Woodred. You want to think that you're Woodred.
I mean, I am
What's
new.
the-
1,000 tiny mouths liveth in you. And like you see the students who were initially like getting up and like, ha! As soon as he says that, they're like, they're starting to like
Not believe it.
Who would believe this monstrosity exists?
Who could conceive of such
Who would
twisted
conceive of
crimes? Okay. What's the age of the class? Like, do they look like first years? Or are they like 7th years? Like,
These
what's
are
the-
more experienced kids. They're more experienced enough to be dangerous. If they were to all turn on you,
Yeah.
not like deadly, but you would definitely get.
I don't
some
want to cut
scrapes.
my way through a whole class.
Yeah, you don't want to cut your way through the whole class,
so
morally or
Vivica's-
practically.
Yeah, Vivica's well, morally, who's to say? Vivica's gonna look around for the most competent looking student and take her out and just like, can you help me, please?
Yeah, you find a student who seems to be more competent, and I'm sorry, what do you want me to do?
I'm looking. I can't make heads or tails of this map. I'm looking for my classroom.
So you're just ignoring you have like just straight up started ignoring this guy as he's like screaming
it's
prophecies
the
of doom.
only-
It's the only solution.
This is
Okay,
how she got
I do
through her
I do want you to roll distraction.
Okay,
As
absolutely.
you're basically trying to distract the class from these prophecies of murder and doom.
Six,
With just like
baby.
that's a 6. Yeah,
Six, baby.
as you do the
She's just so freaking beautiful.
you know, this girl starts to explain to you how to get to your classroom. Well, one of the guys stands up and says, "No, I can show you to your class. No, I can show you to your classroom." And like the brawl breaks out as this girl very patiently like, when I was a first year as well, like it was very complicated. I know you're not first year, but I would imagine if you haven't been here in a while, it's very hard. As she explains how to get to your classroom, uh the headmaster appears in a gout of flame as he
Is there-
says, Professor Beasley at it again. Vivica, you're running late to your class.
Yes,
I
I know.
one of the other professors set up some dueling whilst they were waiting for you. Well, I was looking to try and figure out what had happened here. It seems like
So I'm
Professor
running
Beasley's
late
up
to
to his.
class. Some other professor is like, aha! Kids fight.
Why would that be a bad thing?
No. This was not Vivica asking. This is Danielle.
Had you asked that, that's the response. Professor Beasley with his minority report thing again.
I haven't missed this. I'm gonna be honest.
Hmm.
Oh, man.
Well, Professor Beasley, time for your special robe, and he pulls out like a straitjacket.
Really taking this guy's credibility with the students.
As he says, as he just like points to the student who was helping, he says, "You run dueling," and then he takes the gun and boom. They explode in the bubbles that pop, and you're not sure if that was just like them dying or him teleporting. You're fairly certain it was him teleporting, but you never know.
I've seen worse. I love to think the kids are just like, fine.
Yeah, the
astronomy's
student
not
who
going
was
to be on
helping
the
you.
final exam. They start moving the chairs aside.
Yeah, they start moving the chairs aside. The student who's like competent is like, "All right, guys, remember, you're not allowed to use a killing spell. You have to use a spell that results in killing. All right, there's a difference. One is instant death and it's painless. If you like petrify someone and shatter them, that's okay. It's very painful, but it's morally acceptable. The instant death spell, we don't do that." As you guys leave the classroom.
I mean, Vivica's making more and more sense the more she goes, the more we explore the school.
It's like Vivica was questioning how evil she was. Like, how did I end up like this?
No, she's like, hold on, like I really applied for like the Dark Lord, but I mean, surprising he doesn't have more employees.
You never. You ever take stock of your life? Like, how did I end up here? And
Quick question. While all of this is going around, can I send a few of the rat folk out to keep an eye out for Terry Panner?
Terry Panner.
Do we know what Terry Panner looks like?
Yeah, he has a sun star scar.
Yeah, he has a scar that looks like a sun on his forehead, but it's covered by his hair some of the time. He's
And
also
everybody knows this because he's famous.
Oh, he's very famous.
Yeah.
He was on the Iowa Tribune.
Wow.
The Des Moines Daily.
He I mean, aside from being the boy who lived and all that, he also
the boy who survived.
Sorry, the boy who survived.
Boy, survived.
The man who persists.
Dead kid.
He also did grow the largest pumpkin for the Harvest Festival last year.
Good for him.
And like that's how most people know him.
It's probably genetic. He probably.
It's the green thumb.
Yeah, go ahead and make a look around check.
Thank you. Can I use my being sneaky?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a 5.
Wow.
Okay. I will say, you see, you do find Terry Panner as he has his like class list out, and he's like, John, I don't know. They've swapped around my schedule so much. I have such a hard time figuring out which class I'm supposed to go to. He's holding it out, and he like puts it down on a table next to him, as he is talking with John. And these classes is so hard to figure out. And Himiny's like, listen, it's very simple, and starts to going into the math of how the hallways move and how you can always know exactly which way they're pointing at any given moment by understanding the concentric squares that make them up. You're able to look down his class list. He doesn't have Vivica's class, but you are a rat, and he's not holding it right now.
So some of my rat brethren, they sneak up onto the table and take the schedule. Is that what you're
Okay.
hinting at? We're gonna
You
steal
do what
it.
you want. Okay, you steal the schedule. Go ahead and sneak around. Well, Himiny is there. She is not paying attention to. She's not
It's
looking
a
at you or
6.
beautiful. You steal the schedule. As Terry says, "Oh, my schedule. It seems to have gone." Well, I mean, we're all the three of us are always in the same class. What class do you guys have? And well, it's like,
They
well,
changed my schedule, but yours stay the same. But we always have the same class.
we always have the same schedule. It's very weird. It's almost like the headmaster just wants the three of us, like the three of you got a schedule change because as they're like, well, we're both with Vivica, so I mean, presumably so would you. That makes sense.
I love how they refer to this new professor as by her first name.
Right.
I don't have a last name for you.
I do. Vivica J. Foxworthy.
Oh, Vivica
It's
J.
her
Foxworthy.
third husband's last
We-
name. She thought it was very cunning on the page. She's like, that's
Yeah.
Sorry, Vivica J. Foxworthy.
yes. J is her middle name.
Okay.
Professor J. Foxworthy.
No, it's her middle initial.
What
Her
did
middle
your
name's
late husband have to be a
Jezebel.
comedian? Out of curiosity.
No.
Also, his first name starting with J.
Jay, Jeff.
No.
You might work for the Dark Lord.
Oh
Look,
no!
I know you're making a reference. I don't know the reference. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh, that's okay. Classic comedians. It's fine.
We'll make the jokes for you. Don't worry.
No shade.
They write themselves. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah. Terry just kind of like shrugs and goes along with his friends because yeah, that's how he rolls. As Vivica, you arrive at your class, just behind Terry and his friends. So unfortunately, you can't really ding them for tardiness because you are later than them.
Mhm.
As the students are just kind of like dueling with each other. One of the kids has already lost an arm, and one of the kids has become a snake.
Is it like when you say lost an arm, are we like gushing blood, or is it just like Ken doll, like
It's
Star
Ken
Wars.
Dold, and he is currently investigating where his arm is gone.
okay? I know I left it somewhere.
Do the rats know where the arm is? Can
No.
they smell it out?
Ooh, Oh, there's an arm. There's an arm nearby. Go and make it. You can make a look around.
As this is happening,
This
Boatman
is so
walks in.
I'm gonna roll for food.
And he just
sneaky.
starts sweeping.
Okay.
Yeah, you
what
start
are you
sweeping
doing in
the
my
floor.
class?
You can see there's like there's soot and just like water like there's been wizard duels here. They've been straight up like not trying to murder each other but trying to simulate murdering each other.
Mhm.
There's a lot of wild stuff going on.
I rolled 2 6s.
All right.
Oh, you don't find just
You
one arm.
noshed.
Look, there's been dueling is the de facto like the teacher. It's not like after 15 minutes you're legally allowed to leave. It's after 15 minutes you start dueling until someone tells you to stop.
Yeah, you get
there-
your practice in.
There's a significant amount. You find like under the floorboards. There's just like a stash of like arms and legs, which just have been like
Oh god.
magicked off. and just never recovered.
Yeah, we're gonna shout out.
You-
Yeah, just like that.
This is truly horrid.
Are
Are we sure we're family friendly still?
I never realized how kind of overpowered 100 rats would be. Just the motivation of food and sneaky. That's all you need.
all you need.
That's why they still exist on the earth, I guess.
Yeah.
Rats, strong, huh? But Bucky, you are also assigned to this class as you take your seat, and you are sitting. You are kind of like the only empty seat is right next to John Haxley. So it goes John Haxley, Himony, and then Terry. So
Himony late to my class.
oh, I'm sorry, Professor.
Oh, she did not say this out loud. This
Oh,
is
okay.
Danielle being a goblin.
Yeah,
How
it
You need to
are
get a
you?
thought bubble. Girl.
Himony, as always, is brought down by her friends.
I'll say it. So I thought you were supposed to be some kind of teacher's pet or something. How come you're late too?
Well, you see, there were some complications with the hallways. They're confusing at times, and they're not perfectly simple to understand or map out, or just simply keep track of in your head.
Don't you know that there's a completely obvious mathematical way to figure out how they move?
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about it. She just rattles off a formula at you, and
I would like to propose.
and John just like says, "Yeah, what she said."
I would like to propose that Vivica figured out the mathematical equation when she was a student, but they changed it.
They
the time
changed
that
it.
she
Oh,
was
they
gone, and she's
absolutely
like,
did.
"Don't worry, it'll be fine." And that's when they got so horribly lost.
Amazing. Also, can our current plan is just to get him to have detention. So
Yes,
if
and
Bucky
then-
could provoke him to like violence or to like punch him, do you think that would be sufficient for detentioning?
Yeah, sure. Non-magical violence in my classroom? How uncertain.
Yeah, the problem wasn't violence; it was non-magical violence. I love it. Okay,
It's like you're gonna
that's
rise your
absolutely a
young man.
rule on campus. If you want to fight someone, you have to use magic.
You have to
Mhm.
bippity bop them.
Bop it back the F up.
So I'm gonna try and provoke Terry to violence by insulting Himony, actually.
Ooh, that is very
That's a
good.
risky plan, but I
That
like
Very
is- I
effective.
love it. I absolutely love it. All right, I want you to go ahead and talk it over,
Talk it over. Okay.
which is a
Um,
very calm thing for trying to get someone to punch you. But this is a talk it over move.
All right. So I'm looking cool by bullying someone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And-
I will say, for our viewers at home, bullying is never cool. You don't look
We
cool.
are working for the Dark Lord. So
That being said, Bucky thinks he's looking cool. So there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
well,
you can apply
really,
it.
he just has a lot of
Um,
misdirected frustration and rage at his home life.
Yeah. And since I
He has internalized. He has internalized Vivica as his like surrogate mother, and has a
Which
lot of
is hilarious
misdirected
because
imagery.
Have some
Vivica is like
issues.
vaguely disgusted by her. She's like, "Ew."
Vaguely, vaguely.
Yeah.
I mean, like, compared
I-
to the standard disgust she has for the world. Yeah.
can I also use inspirational because I know how to work people?
Yeah, you're trying to inspire him to violence.
Cool. All right. 4 and a 3.
Woo.
I think your friend has bushy hair. Dude, don't be a jerk.
So,
Dude, come on, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. This is
So,
a failure to provoke. Go ahead and show us what that looks like.
So those teeth you got is you look like a beaver. Do you eat a log for breakfast? Beaver?
Well, I did polymorph myself into a beaver this morning. I was trying to get some extra credit for my transmutation class. I suppose it didn't go quite all the way. And she kind of like pulls out like a little pocket mirror and and like her teeth like straighten and are now like a perfect smile.
Good for her. Important question. How pretty is Himini?
She has that quality of like she has that like teen movie quality where it's like she has glasses on and she's got her hair all like messed up, but you know, if she like
sort of
yeah, she's all that. If she took off her glasses, you know, like her
give
hair
her
would immediately
proper fitting
straighten.
clothes.
Yeah.
But could she be properly duping Vivica into thinking that she's not pretty?
Yeah, like the moment Vivica thinks, is this woman prettier than her? Like, doesn't matter what's happened. Himini's going into the cauldron.
Himini at this moment is
Himini's
not hotter than you.
At this moment, no.
stay
Oh,
that
certainly.
way.
No, very few people are hotter than me at this moment. She makes an exception for Angelina Jolie, but if she gets the feeling like, wait a second, like she's smart, she's ambitious, and she's pretty, into the cauldron.
Yeah, so the kids are just in the back, you know, and him and he's just having a pleasant conversation with you, and John and Terry are just talking in the background. Listen, I just think Professor Traitoris just seems very suspicious. As you like have to like the kids are all looking at you expectantly to begin your class.
Yeah, Vivica would have gone through, like, she has a lesson plan. Like,
Yeah.
she is the nerd who's like, I've been waiting. And she's going through and she's talking about it. She does a little like razzle dazzle because, you know, like how popular is abjuration?
What is abjuration?
Abjuration magic is the magic of defense. You know, against perhaps maybe someone with evil intentions. Like an artist who is dark, who practices magic.
Gotcha.
But
Right,
like, okay.
So this
yes.
would be a one of the quote unquote cool classes.
Okay, cool.
Because this is essentially like they duel a lot here, but this would be one of the things that you would use this a lot in dueling. This is how you don't die when you duel.
Mm-hmm. So like she's a pretty decently competent duelist and magic and whatnot, but like she is kind of going for a hybrid thing of like, now if you really want to do something like you're like way more potions heavy, or like here's some charms that you can carry that like change things. So definitely different. Like how Lupin's like a little bit too into magical creatures. She's like, this is great, this is what everyone should do.
Right. All right. Yeah. The three kids seem to be in mostly good, like good students. Aside from the initial little bit of tardiness, they seem to just be paying attention, taking notes.
Hey, Himini, is that your boyfriend over there?
I mean, I wish. And John's like, what?
Wait a minute.
As this guy like scratches under his armpits. What?
Wait, not that guy. He's totally ugly. I meant.
Oh no, he's pretty dreamy. I mean, you have to look past, you know, the outer layer. I mean, he may not, you know, look like a lot on the surface, but beneath there is the heart of a hero. As he is like currently like taking notes, but they're just the worst. Is like potions and like exclamation points.
Potions question.
Cool. So like, since we're totally friends now, Himini, I feel this connection to you. I want to tell you about this place, right? It's in the cornfield, but
oh yeah, no, in the forbidden cornfield or the normal cornfield?
it's the outskirts of the forbidden cornfield, but it's totally cool, totally like school safe, just on the outskirts. And if you go there, it said that if there is a connection between two people, then it will become real. Yeah, so you get to see if he likes you or not.
She like nods and makes you see she starts taking notes and is like, look up cornfield legend in library.
No,
And
you don't have to
underline,
like.
and then like heart exclamation point.
Cool. So yeah, you're gonna look like up in the library. There's totally gonna be a place there, a book there. I look around for one of the rats and see if there's any like scattering around.
Sure.
I
yeah.
mean, Hoard's around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and like whisper to them like, hey, or maybe like pass them a note like this information needs to be in the library.
Okay, the rat you give it to can't read, but understands the assignment.
I mean, like probably one of the rats can read, right?
Yeah, he
Like,
takes it back into
Frank.
the rest of the horde and takes it to Frankie.
Absolutely. As you finish up your class, you can see Bucky is whispering with Himony, but neither of them are really your target.
Mhm.
So you're welcome to call him on it, but that's not
No.
going to.
What is Terry doing during this?
Yeah.
He is paying attention and taking notes. You're not sure how good of notes. He doesn't seem very particularly bright.
Well, I mean, like this wouldn't just be a lecture. Like she's a good teacher.
You're
Alright.
you're a practical teacher.
I mean, yeah, like this is gonna be
Okay.
a practical lesson, absolutely.
Yeah. He volunteers for a couple of the like practical stuff. Yeah.
What's his vibe like? Because he I was told he was a Garbo student, wasn't he? Like
Yeah. No. He's. It's not that he's super lazy. He's a little like just kind of stupid.
He dumb.
He doesn't seem like he grew up around magic, so he doesn't really understand a lot of the underlying principles.
right.
So meanwhile, the rats have written a note back, and one of them is taking them to Bucky, and it just says, like, wouldn't it just be easier to frame him for something here in the room so we can get it over with? And then there's like
on site.
somehow you know that there's like hunger involved, just like the way the handwriting is.
There's
There's like
jittery.
drool, a bunch of little drool drops on the page,
Yeah.
and like some like half written out recipes of like add basil.
Basil goes
Yeah.
great with green eyes.
All of that.
I'm gonna write like yeah, obviously that's better, but now we have a plan B.
So you call him up. You call up Mr. Panner for the for a demonstration. What kind of demonstration are you trying to do with them?
How old are they? Like what year?
These are like 14, 15-year-olds. That being said, they duel a lot. They're exposed to violence. Not a great thing, maybe in the grand scheme of things, but that is the world that they live in.
If it helps you, they are freshmen to sophomores.
I'm going off the books, okay, babe. Like I'm fully gonna take the moody tack of like, let's do magic on him. I'm not gonna do unforgivables. I'm gonna be like, okay, like it. Yeah, there's like some level of like, okay, this would be good, but it's not ethical for me to be performing magic on this child. And like, this is what happens when this spell happens to you. See, children? Wow. And and these are the tips to get out of it. And this is what happens when this spell happens to you.
Yeah, no, if I were to cast power word pain on you, for example, this is what it would feel like.
I wouldn't go that far. Like, I mean, she's bad, but she's she doesn't want to cause suffering. Like she's not psychopathic in that sense. Like, what
But
good
maybe
would
she's
it
trying to
do?
get a test for his skills, maybe.
Yeah, so like she's mostly trying to get a vibe of like, okay, how competent is this kid? Because she does recognize that Lord Bicep is probably biased, you know. And he's like, yeah,
Absolutely.
this idiot child beat me.
Lord Bicep. Go ahead and actually, you know what? I want to make you roll for this. He's okay. The
Mhm.
lower end of okay.
Okay.
He seems to be particularly he seems to be better at this than maybe some of his other stuff that he does. And I will say you also know he has 3 abilities. He has and these are like a meta thing.
Mhm.
He has plot armor, which
Yeah.
is so when you harm heroes, you take away their abilities.
Yeah.
So he has plot armor, which has to be removed first. It does nothing aside from you have to get rid of that before you can get rid of anything else. He has surprise, which is whenever he enters a scene, or it comes out from hiding, he can immediately harm someone.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he also has hidden, which is whenever someone fails on a roll, he can immediately hide.
This is very annoying. But okay.
Yes, this is he's not very good at what he does.
But
But
he's
he can be
just the luckiest
very
idiot.
he is the luckiest idiot, and he would be very annoying. Like at one point during the lesson, you're not even trying to hurt this kid.
Mhm.
You do like a simple spell at him, and like he goes in for the defense hex, and it turns into it's actually instead of doing like a reflective hex, he does an amplification hex that would take this like simple like haha, now your hair is feathers. It would have just like turned him entirely and just killed him outright. And like he does the hex, and then like it hits, and then he like, oh, a penny, as the wall behind him just explodes into feathers.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a wizard penny. I'll
Yes,
spend this at
that's
horizontally. Yes. Yes.
Yes. We are kind of getting close to time. So do we want to call it and do a part 2?
yes. I'm invested in this story.
I'm fine with a part 2. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we
All
will.
right.
Do we want to finish out the scene though?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, sure.
yeah, because we have a little bit of time. So
We can put a little
Or-
bow on it for next
Yeah.
time.
Because we're like in the middle of class. I just want to like we'll finish up class, and then we'll call it.
Some that just triggered college for me. But we can go on.
So as class begins wrapping up, is there anything else that anyone wanted to do before class ends?
I would say at this point the rats are getting impatient. Like anything you feed them is just not enough. So they've started to like push things off the desk of like just around Terry to like make it look like he dropped stuff.
you
I don't-
dropped something in my class.
Detention. Yeah. A lot of the students are like what the? They're constantly like going down to pick things up, and their fingers are getting real close to your mouths.
Ooh.
Ah! What was that? As like one of the students Devin Devin Big Back picks up his pencil, and you can see he like yelps and like stands up and like freaks out in class.
Young man, can I help you?
There was something licked me.
I quite think that's your business. If you don't mind, please sit down.
He sits down, just like seems very nervous.
Do I see any of the rats?
Oh yeah, you can see they are. Because you are aware of them, of their
Mhm.
existence in this room, you have a much easier time spotting than like the students do. And you can see they're just going around like pushing things off of ledges and like, getting some licks in, maybe taking a little nibble here and there. Not enough to.
Okay, how much time do we
Too
have
much.
left in the class?
I'll say this would be an acceptable time to call class.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna finish up what she said, like, okay. Homework is this much. Okay, get out. No, go.
As the students begin filing out, Devin Big Back is out.
Good for him.
I don't have to put up with some terpology. Has all of you convene in the classroom, and the attached office to the classroom.
Mhm. And I
That is-
am closing the doors, like don't, just in case, because we have a problem talking in public.
and that is where we'll call today's session.
Ooh.
And you know what? With that, I will say everyone can go ahead and gain one shiny. As you have been around here, the boatman, you murdered a guy and took his stuff, along with
Yep.
the Hoard. You have also done that.
Does my bag of gold count as a shiny as well?
That is your shiny for this session.
Oh.
And Bucky, I don't know where to get you your shiny.
She could have
I-
just taken the mug.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
You have the mug still, and normally like the teacher
Nobody
takes
took
it
this
back.
away from me.
Yeah, no one took it away from you. You can either keep the mug as an item, or you can pawn it off for a shiny, because students are willing to buy it for pranks.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep it. I
Okay.
like mugs.
Yeah, you can keep the sorting mug.
Yeah.
Lindsay, your goblin is like a basic fall goblin. Like there with the pumpkin frappuccino in a cozy sweater.
Oh yeah, and a cozy paper bag sweater.
Do you have a top bun?
A what?
A top bun.
Oh,
Messy bun.
he
don't know if
doesn't have
goblins
that
have
much
hair,
hair,
yeah.
so
But like, if you had a wig.
yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Flamey-o,
So-
Hotman.
Yeah, the more Vivica interacts with Bucky, just like, oh, you're a little
So-
third, aren't you?
For people who don't know this, we'll continue this in 2 weeks from now. And I would put it on the Twitch schedule, but they don't do every other week. They just do like every week and every day, because that's how normal streamers stream.
Boo! Consistency.
We don't
So
believe
if you
in
want to catch
consistency
us,
here.
see us in 2 weeks from now, or you can listen to our podcast, A Bit of Funny. You can find that everywhere podcasts are found. We go post every Monday at midnight.
Preferably do both. Do both.
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Listen
yeah,
to the
we like it
podcast and
all.
come back in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, for sure. So everybody say your goodbyes.
Bye.